So, SmackDown just came off air, and in this video, I'm going to give you my thoughts of SmackDown of not technically last night's SmackDown, because it's gone 3 o'clock in the morning. Time I'm filming this, it's about 3:20, and it just finished. But yeah. So stay tuned until the end to find out what I thought of it, of SmackDown. Was it a good show? Maybe. I'm going to say in this video. Was it even worth watching? I'll say it in this video. Subscribe for more, and subscribe for more updates about wrestling news, WWE in general. So, and more reaction videos and stuff like that to SmackDown, Raw, NXT. I need to start doing NXT ones and to pay-per-views. So, yeah, let's actually do it. So, SmackDown kicked off with a huge banger with the triple threat match between Edge versus AJ versus Rey Mysterio. What a match! That was probably the match of the night. Amazing. There was a botch with Rey Mysterio trying hit Edge with probably like a Hurricane Rana into the ropes, but then Edge caught him with a spear. Apart from he hit his shoulder, not an actual spear. But you could definitely tell in the botch. I did make a YouTube short about it. You could literally see the botch happening, and then AJ Styles managed to get up the victory and advance to the main event of SmackDown to face whoever won the other triple threat match for the main event. And then we had Cameron Grimes versus Baron Corbin. No, we didn't, did we? We had the triple threat match, the other triple threat match between Bobby Lashley, Sheamus, and Austin Theory. Sorry. And not gonna lie, it was actually pretty decent. Wasn't way better than the first first round of that tournament. But Bobby Lashley won. I swear they are bringing blood back, because they did not blur out any blood, or they didn't wipe blood off Bobby Lashley when he was bleeding, like from here all the way down. Again, it's like Brock Lesnar. They didn't stop him from bleeding, and he didn't blur out the blood or nothing like that. So I think they're actually bringing back blood in the WWE, which is amazing, because I love watching, because it feels like it's actual wrestling. Like, it feels like it's hardcore wrestling, but it's not. And that's the thing I love about WWE. But yeah, obviously Bobby Lashley won, managed to get the victory, and was facing AJ Styles in the main event. So, and then we had Cameron Grimes versus Baron Corbin. 5-second match. Baron Corbin was running his mouth like always, and then he got the double stomps to the chest to Cameron Grimes. About 5-second match. Cover 1, 2, 3. And then Cameron Grimes got the win. What a debut. Literally, he made a world record on his debut match on SmackDown. That was the shortest match of the entire year. And yeah, so well done and congratulations to Cameron Grimes. And then, I ain't going to talk about everything that happened on SmackDown, but I'm just going to talk about the major parts. We had the Bloodline segment. We did actually have the Bloodline segment after that one, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah. If you're wondering who I'm talking to, it's actually my brother. He actually watched SmackDown with me, so yeah. But not gonna lie, that segment got me so hyped. I generally thought we were gonna have the Bloodline split up right there, because Roman Reigns was shoving Jimmy Uso around and basically making him apologise, and Jimmy was refusing. because he haven't done anything wrong technically. They're just doing their job. They're fighting like wrestlers, and they're losing like wrestlers. But obviously Roman thinks he's like a Superman or whatever, and he thinks he's invincible. But the reality thing is that he's not. But yeah, and then I guess. So yeah, then he was just like shoving Jimmy Uso around, and obviously he was like using it as a rag doll, like he wasn't a human being. So Jimmy had enough of it. He went to going up to face with Roman Reigns, but Jey Uso stopped him. So literally Jimmy was just about to attack the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, and then Paul Heyman announced that it will be Solo and Roman versus KO and Sami Zayn and Night of Champions for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. Well, they challenged, but later on that night, it was official by WWE themselves. They officially made it. Gonna be a banger match. Jimmy and Jay are gonna turn on them. It's so obvious that the Bloodline's gonna end at Night of Champions. I can't wait. And I will do a live reaction to that as well, because that is definitely something I'm worth reacting to. So, yeah. And then, yeah, I think we're going to have the end of the Bloodline. And then, the other thing we also had was, obviously, this Tag Team Championship match, women's. I reckon either this Monday, basically next Monday, because I don't know why, or we could actually no, I think we'll have it probably next Friday, because Albert Fire and what's the other Albert Dawn, whatever her name is, Ira Dawn, the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, were on SmackDown, and obviously they got drafted to SmackDown, and they were backstage watching Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan versus Damage Control match. And Damage Control lost the match, and that's going to be crumbling as well. So we're going to have a breakup probably between the Bloodline and Damage Control, so which is pretty good. But you know, Io Sky hopefully getting a push and going her separate way, and so is Bayley, and so is Dakota Kai. And even though they haven't been tag team for a year, but you know, it's crumbling so bad. You can tell Sky has had enough of Bayley, causing her matches and basically telling her what to do. And she thinks basically she deserves everything basically. And yeah, so I reckon we're gonna get probably Albert Fire and Iron Dawn versus Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan for the winner takes all women's tag team championships at Night of Champions, because every championship's on the line, literally, apart from the NXT titles. Obviously they need to stay over on NXT. But yeah, we had that moment. It was pretty decent. And then we were supposed to have Bianca Belair's celebration, but it got cut short. Asuka came down, being all big, little baby face and stuff like that, high-fiving the fans, like giving them respect. And then out of nowhere, she was going to give Bianca Belair a handshake, and then spit green mist into Bianca Belair's face. So she turned heel. So we finally had another heel turn on SmackDown, which we haven't had in a while. But yeah, I'm so happy that Asuka is actually finally a heel again. Especially with her new gimmick, she needed to be a heel, not a face. Just didn't like it as her as a face, but with a new heel gimmick type of thing, creepy gimmick. But yeah, there you go. Comment down below your thoughts. Do you think Asuka needed that heel turn, and do you think the Bloodline will crumble at Nights of Champions? Because I'm curious on what you guys think. But yeah, I'm so happy that she's going to be a heel, and it's so obvious they're going to set it up for Nights of Champions between Bianca Belair versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship, and then Asuka's got to probably win that. So it's going to be a banger. And then we have the main event, AJ Styles versus Bobby Lashley. Again, Bobby Lashley was bleeding again because AJ Styles made him. and he was still, I think he was still bleeding from the cut that he had from getting his head smashed in with onto the steel steps by Austin Theory earlier on that night. And then, but AJ Styles won the match, and he is going to face Seth Rollins in the finals for the World Championship at Night of Champions, which is bloody amazing because AJ and Seth needed that push, and I'm so happy it's going to be them two. In the final, they only had one match, like all in total, against each other, and Seth Rollins won that, and that was back in Money in the Bank 2019 for the Universal Championship. Now it's going to be for the World Championship and Night of Champions on the 27th of May 2023. So, yeah, there you have it. There's SmackDown. Not gonna lie, I would probably rate this a solid 10 out of 10, to be fair. Really solid really solid show in general. I loved every second of it. It didn't get bored. It didn't get boring. I was so tuned in with most of it, apart from like the matches that no one really cares about. But there you go. You're gonna have to get them. But yeah. So comment down with your thoughts. Did you watch SmackDown? Did you like SmackDown? And do you think the Bloodline will crumble at Night of Champions? And do you think Asuka deserved that heel turn? And do you think Io Sky deserves a push? And just don't be in damage control anymore. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Right, peace out.